Welcome to the Dan Stevens Show. Today's guest is Eoghan Collins. And a little fact about Eoghan Collins. The music you hear right now is by this man.
That is me.
He did the jingle for the podcast, so thank you very much for doing that, Eoghan.
You're so welcome. I'd imagine it's gotten you way more listeners, like when initially they hear that song and just hooks them in.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I don't know where I'd be without it.
Yeah. How many have you got on your Patreon now?
Patreon?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I thought you said you don't have a Patreon, do you?
No, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link.
Okay.
Which people can donate if they want. Oh, that's great. Thanks for doing that.
To start the pod.
This man knows his stuff.
Sure, look.
There's a Buy Me a Coffee link, and actually the viewers and listeners bought you a coffee. So
Unbelievable. Nice little iced coffee up from Insomnia.
Oh yeah, there you go. So Eoghan is a comedian,
Yeah.
online sketch maker.
Sure.
What's the name of the trade? I don't know. Is it a trade?
I know, we were discussing it before, and I think like if you have over 10,000, you're a micro influencer. I don't like the term influencer though.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like even just if you are online and you have like a following, you're referred to as an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you call them creators as well, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creators, I suppose.
We're creative people then.
We are. You live in London.
I live in London.
You're from Cork originally.
I'm from Cork.
Today's episode, by the way, I'm going to be very heavily leaning into what it's like to live in London as an Irish guy.
As an Irish.
As
a paddy. Yeah.
There's no... You know the way they have... I'm just thinking now. They have an Argentinian. They have a Brazilian. They have a Spaniard.
Are these...
What's the equivalent word for an Irish?
For an Irish? A Mick. A drunk.
There's no real official one, is there?
There isn't, no. Well, I suppose Mick is more kind of American. They don't really have a derogatory term in the UK for us, do they? Paddy? Paddy's not that bad,
derogatory,
though.
but it's like... Is there one that's not derogatory?
Oh, sorry. I'm just going straight for the slurs.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're my fave.
No, I mean, like... I'm all about inventing new words.
Okay.
Everybody knows this.
Okay, do you invent... Well, no. Sorry, we're going straight back to the slurs
So just
again.
a non-slurry... Slurry. We love slurry in Ireland. A non-slurry name for an Irish person that covers... Like, you can be an Irishman or an Irish woman, but one that covers, like, a Brazilian, a Spaniard. That could be a man or a woman. Yeah. So... Anyway, we'll get back to that.
Let's put a pin on that.
Put a pin in that. Yeah. And if anything comes to mind, we shall... You'd think there'd be something though, wouldn't it?
I think just refer to us as the Irish.
The Irish.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, you are an Irishman living in London.
Yeah.
Moved there 2.5 years ago, right?
2.5 years ago. I was up in Dublin for about 8 years before that. And then decided to go over to London to spend even more money. Than you would be in Dublin.
On rent?
Oh yeah.
Is it worse?
It's actually it's a little bit worse than, right? But then they've got loads of stuff that we don't have here, like council tax, and you have to pay for the water, and then just like transport getting around, like using like the overground, the underground, and buses, because you have to use them everywhere over there.
Right.
And it's just it is a bit of a drain. But
are they expensive?
You would like it depends. Say I'm on the south side and I go over and I do spots, because most of them will be on the north side. Like it's the reverse over in London. Like the north side is the posh side and the south side is the tougher side.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I'm in like a very like tough kind of black neighborhood. So there's a lot of mainly Irish people, obviously.
Right.
And you go over maybe to the north side, and I spend money. I like tenner maybe a day, pounds, so that's like €12.
Right.
But like it's all, it's all part and parcel of it. Like you have to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to say as well, it's very warm in here. You know what? I associate sweating with failure now, because when I'm sweating on stage, the audience. It happened to me last night. In the Crackdown. Actually, I didn't have my best gig.
Sure.
Sweating profusely, nearly dripping onto the people on the front row, and I think people just associate sweating with struggle.
Yeah.
It's very hard to be relaxed when you're sweating.
100%.
To look relaxed.
Yeah,
I am very relaxed now.
Yeah.
And I was last night. But
even though it is probably around, would you say 38 degrees in here? It probably is close enough because it is a tin and the sun is.
I tell you what, a counter argument to that, right?
Yeah.
I know it's not an argument to it, but I was in a podcast. I did the Joe and Shireen podcast, Joe Irish podcast.
Oh, does Joe have a podcast now?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And it's out in these proper studios. You pay good money for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely roasting. And do you know why?
Why?
Because they have to have it really well insulated for the sound.
And all that.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Out near Lucan.
Okay.
Out near Lucan. So, yeah. I have a series of questions for Owen as well about... Right. We've come up with some very creative questions.
Yeah.
I love your style online, by the way. I love your vibe in general. You are I think, and I don't know why this word came to mind for you.
What kind of vibe do I have?
Very relaxed.
Okay.
But then you call out stuff.
Oh yeah,
like,
I'm no nonsense comedian, man. It's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He cuts to the chase. There's a reason why you've cracked the old 10,000 mark on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, some people like to break 10,000 after posting for like a year or two. I decided to take like 5 years to get up to that point.
Yeah.
A bit more of a slow burn.
Yeah.
So in another 5 years, I might have another 10,000, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people keep saying to me that once you get to 10,000, it's just snowballs.
I don't know.
They just come flooding in.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to know. Well, because we were talking earlier about like, because you're posting a lot of your stuff is going viral at the moment as well. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to it. You just have to like post something and hope it does well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, people say you need to throw a lot of shit at the wall before something sticks.
I'm constantly throwing my own poo.
But it's different when everyone's watching you throwing your own shit on the wall. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It's kind of demeaning. I know people that won't post online because it makes them feel like their privacy is being invaded, and it's kind of demeaning.
It's 100% demeaning. But the one good thing about it is that you think it's permanent, but it's absolutely not. Because there's so much stuff that's put online, people forget almost immediately. Like it is really, really embarrassing. And I disagree with. I'm going to disagree with myself here because I post nearly 4 to 5 times a week. But I hate doing that because I think it's the worst thing you can do is to overexpose yourself.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing, is just like, because you're trying to grab attention the whole time, but you're just giving so much of yourself away that eventually, if you do get to some sort of notoriety fairly quickly, they do get quite sick of you.
Yeah.
Because you've just given so much of yourself over.
Yes.
Like, it helps, particularly with comedians, because you can give away so much of yourself more than, actors or musicians, where you probably need to be a bit more mysterious. But with comedians, your currency is just divulging stuff, and the more you can mine out of yourself, the better. But then I'd imagine it works against you in the end.
Yeah, and I think people sometimes, you see them online, they mix up. It's actually overexposure is a great word for it.
Yeah.
Because it gets to a point where it's uncomfortable for the viewer. Where it's like, no, I don't really want to see that much of your life. Thank you very much.
No, and even on that as well, I'll have unfollowed people on Instagram because they're showing me too much. There's some I won't name names, but they're say big enough, I suppose, influencers, comedy creators or whatever, and they'll post 4 to 5 times a day, every day, and because of that, it gets them big followership because they're doing so much. But me personally, then I'm watching it going I do not want to see this fucker anymore. Get him off my feed and I'll unfollow him. But then I'm doing the exact same thing. Well, not to that level of that output level.
Yeah.
But I'm doing enough that I do want to get a followership big enough to justify, we were talking earlier about converting to ticket sales.
Yes.
I suppose it's striking the balance, isn't it? Not doing too much, but then you have to do, I don't know, it's exhausting.
It is exhausting, yeah. So many ups and downs.
Yeah.
And then when you see that thing you open up your phone and you have all the notifications.
Yeah.
All the follows.
You get that lovely dopamine rush going, yes. And then 5 seconds later you're like, fuck, I'm so empty.
I know.
It sucks.
That's the whole industry we're in, is like that,
It sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're doing fucking inside baseball shit here.
I know.
No one cares about this.
Yeah. It's no, I think everyone's online. If people are watching or listening to this, they're online. They'll see the clips and we're all trying to do the same thing. And I think, is there too many podcasts now, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the same. Yeah.
Although you've been like, you kind of have to do them as well, though, don't you? Like, I think there's too much podcasts. I listen to a lot, and I actually pulled back on them because I can find that you can just like overstimulate yourself with them. But if the right circumstance came around, I would do my own one.
Yeah.
As well. Like how long have you been doing yours for?
Nearly 3 years now.
Fucking fair play to you. I did, and you do. Did you start off doing solo ones?
Yeah.
I decided it was before I moved over to London, just beforehand, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to give it a go. I'll do like a solo pod. Because I wanted to do it with, like, say, a podcast partner, but I couldn't find anyone suitable enough. And I was like, I'll just give it a go, like the Rant podcast. It is the hardest thing ever. You feel like you're losing your mind. I did about 7 episodes, and I'd watch them back, and you put them up on YouTube, you get like 7 views, and you're like, oh my God.
YouTube is ruthless.
It's brutal.
Oh my God.
It's the only stuff that I put online that I've deleted afterwards, because I was like, that sucks.
But literally, YouTube is a visual platform where you can literally see your thumbnail, like your square, your podcast, and it's like 3 views, and then there's like literally 5 around it that have like 300,000.
Yeah.
And so you're getting a direct visual comparison, and it's like, like Spotify is a bit different. Like that Spotify is where I
get your listens.
Where I put this out. I've always put it up on Spotify. You don't have to look at what other people are doing. You can just be. I'm happy.
Shouldn't.
No, but but it's not put in front of you.
No.
You just focus on your own.
Yeah.
thing.
You can't really compare that.
Yeah. So, but YouTube is a very visual, very visceral kind of 7 views, and then it's like you see exactly how many views each video has when you look at it on the screen, and it's quite it's impactful.
Yeah. It's tough when you're seeing other people. It's not like same with, like, when you're performing. Like, I know we're going back into inside baseball again, like, but you're watching other people. If someone smashes before you and then you go up and you don't do as well, you're like, God, I fucking suck.
Of course, yeah.
But I did this solo pod for 7. I'm looking. I always have the ear to the ground over in London to see if I get along with someone enough to do like a duo pairing or whatever you want to call it, like co-host with someone.
Get the right yin to your yang.
Because I did a test one. One of my best friends lives over in London as well. He's like one of the funniest people I know. Like, he's not a comic, and we get along really well. And we're like, fuck, will we just give it a go and see if we do like 3 podcast episodes? And I don't like to use the word cancelled, but he's got a real job, and he would, like, if we release those, he'd 100% lose his job. Because we were like seeing how far we could take, like edgelording it a little bit, which is kind of like outside of our wheelhouse, but we're just seeing what way it went. I think we were just performing what it is to be a podcast to a certain extent as well. When we listened to it afterwards, we were like, we can't show this to anybody. This is ridiculous. Like, you underestimate how uncomfortable it is for people who aren't, because like we like write material based on like, what's the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done that I want to tell people about, and that's what we deal with. But like, for other people, they're like, I never want to speak of this thing ever again. I don't want to tell anybody about this.
Exactly.
So fair play. They're far more screwed in individuals than we are. Yeah,
that's it. It's like, I'm glad I don't have to compare myself on the Spotify platform on to other people's podcasts, because I can just look at, I measure myself against a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
The podcast has, I'd like to think, evolved. I think this will be the 189th episode or something like that. Overall, the idea has changed through it.
I mean, it looks great. You've got a really good shed here, man, that you do then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's somebody trying to get in.
That's me dad going into his workshop, I think. It's just there.
Your dad has a workshop connected onto this?
Yeah. What's that? Was that a mouse? Anyway, yeah. So anyway, just while we're on the subject, we're going to move on to the you've very interesting. You're a very good observer. I would say, I'm trying to sum up what it is that you do.
Observer.
You're an observer of the awkward. I'd say you kind of you have a sensitive spot for awkwardness and for I'd say awkward situations.
Yeah.
Would that be
fair? I suppose. Yeah.
You call out awkward situations on your.
Yeah.
You're a very observant man.
Yeah.
I would say. So I'm interested to hear.
Thank you for observing that about me, Daniel.
I'm interested to hear what it's like for a man such as yourself living in London. So I have questions about it. Will we go with the
jump
questions?
into the questions?
Let's
yeah,
go.
Absolutely.
Because I'd never lived there. I couldn't live in London. I visited a couple of times, and I could not live there. I think it has a lack of soul.
100%.
And that. I don't like that.
I don't think that I'd live there if it wasn't for the fact that I was doing comedy, because it is. I mean, I think I moved too late as well. Like, I moved over to London when I was 32, which I think you should do that 10 years previous to that. And it was something that I wanted to do for ages, but then COVID hit and all that shit. But I don't think I'd be there other than the opportunity that it can afford. Now, I think I might have said this to you, Edinburgh, ages ago as well. I was completely naive before I went over. I was like, fuck, I'm going to be like gigging every single night, going to be getting paid multiple spots. And it's the exact opposite of that. It's probably the worst place in the UK and Ireland to get a leg up in comedy, because like I don't have a profile as a comedian yet. Like, I've only been doing it like 4 years now this month, which is fine. But in London, like, you know,
similar to me. I was thinking about that.
You need, if you're moving over to London, you'd want to be like, you know, I think Mike Rice moved there 10 years into comedy, and like, obviously Mike Rice is unbelievable. He just like went straight into Top Secret and all that stuff. But I think if I was to give advice to someone who was talking about going over to London with like less than 8 years, I'd be like, just wait, have like some sort of profile built up around you, you know, having the followership and all that stuff, so you can get into the clubs.
Yeah.
But it's fine, you know. It doesn't really have a soul, but it's too big. It doesn't really know what it is. Do you know? It's like, there's how many boroughs are there, and it's like Dublin feels like one borough in London.
Yes.
But yeah,
Dublin City itself.
Yeah.
It's massive. Yeah, I don't know. I was, last time I stayed there, I went to see Kill Tony.
Yeah.
In the O2.
Yeah.
And that's in a nice area, actually. I got a boat across from. Where do you get the boat across from?
Is it over by Cutty Sark or something, or Greenwich? Is that where it is?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah.
And I found there was some. Like, if there's trees, you're like, oh, that's nice. There's trees.
You're a simple man.
That's about as soulful as it gets.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know what soul is in a city, but I think Dublin has it.
No. Well, if you're listening to like American pundits, the soul of the London is that it's an Islamic Shia law state, right, which is just like, I don't know about you, like, it confuses me when I see videos like that, because I've been going to London since I was like 18 to visit friends, and there's always been like a big Muslim community there.
Yeah. And
it's never been a problem. And now all of a sudden, you know, you see like, do you see that interview with Conor McGregor with Tucker Carlson?
No.
And this was like a year.
I can't listen to it.
Oh man, it was crazy, and just the stuff that they say about what London is like it's lost. It's completely lost.
Yeah.
It's Sharia law. It's like it's not like.
It's just clickbait, all that stuff. Rage bait. It's just, I don't give a shit whether it's left or right or what it is. Well, I can just tell now after a few years when you can tell by the title, you can tell by who's in it.
Yeah.
You can just tell when it's there for rage bait
100%.
and to create. It's not entertainment. It's just It's just emotive.
Yeah.
And it's designed to withdraw these emotions from you. And I'm just like, no, I'm not having it. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, cortisol is at a perfectly stable level at the moment, and I'd like to keep it like that. So show me the.
Well, fair play for remaining relaxed now currently, because I think we're just on the brink of World War III.
Then I'm like, show me the body cam footage.
Yeah.
In the Midwest of America.
Yeah.
Of a fella shooting at cops.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what I'd be into.
We all need something to masturbate to.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, I think I do always be conscious of, like you mentioned, the inside baseball thing there.
Yeah.
On the podcast, I'm always conscious of how relatable it is, because I've had a lot of comedians on.
Yeah.
And how relatable it is for comedians talking about comedy. But I think
it's kind of cringe of us 4 years in to be talking inside baseball about comedy anyway.
Yeah.
But I do love it, and we do it.
Yeah.
But we would be conscious about talking about it on a podcast as if we're like fucking 10-year pros.
Yeah.
But I think people do like the mechanisms of it, particularly because it's gotten so big. Comedy, and like comedy podcasts are probably the biggest one. So I'd imagine people like hearing about the process of it. But again, I'd be conscious of talking too much out of shop here about like something that I mean, I still go up and bomb my dick off. Like, I can't be. I'm not gonna be talking with any sort of like authority on this thing. Even though I enjoy it when I listen to it, but I obviously we're in it as well, you know.
Yeah. Well, you're into psychology, aren't you? You're a studier of I know I've said the observant thing already, but I can tell you're a student of people. You study people.
I study, yeah.
Because I can tell by your online stuff, and that draws me towards your online content.
Right,
towards you as a person.
Yeah.
Delighted to have you here, by the way.
I'm delighted to be here.
And check out his stuff online. Plug it now. What's your social media pages?
Social media is, I mean, TikTok, whatever. Like, it's the same handle, so it's at Eoghan Collins Comedy, and the Owen is spelled Eoghan, because I really want to make it easy for British people to find my page. It's really handy. I do get a lot of follows off gigs. I don't. They are baffled by it. But at least you've Dan, like, because you're Dan Stevens Comedy, right?
.comedy, yeah.
Yeah, mine's just like, people are like, what is this spelling like?
Have you thought about changing it?
Yeah, but I'm too much of a contrarian cunt to do it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm also just kind of like, it's the same with like my accent has gotten thicker since I've gone over to London. Because I think I flattened it out a lot more in Dublin.
Yeah.
The Cork. And I don't even think I have that thick of a Cork accent anyway. But like when I go over to London, there's something about hearing from an English accent where if they're asking you to flatten, like, what are you saying? Again, I'd probably just lean more into doing it a bit thicker.
Yeah.
Like I do, so like I do like voice over, like commercial voiceover stuff.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. What other sort of work do you do in that regard? What have you been on? I've seen you on TV.
I've done TV, so like I trained as an actor in the Gaiety about 15, or no, not 15 years. It was 2015 I went in, then graduated in 2017 as an actor, which is why I'm doing comedy now, because things were going well.
Yeah.
But so as a part of that, like it's like commercial voiceover work. So you probably heard like, you know, the Energy ads.
Yeah.
That's my shitty little chipmunk voice on all of those.
Energy.
Yeah.
That's you.
That's me. Well, you know.
No.
I like nice. it's great. It's very cushy work. It's great work. Very thankful for it. But it's very funny, like talking about the accent. So I've done 3 voiceovers for, you know, Milano's, which is Pizza Express over in the UK. So I did voiceovers for their version in Ireland, and the client was there. So like how would you pronounce Milano's?
Milano's.
Exactly. Anos, and she, like, the whole time she's like, it's quite funny, isn't it? You're saying Milano's, but we would say Milanos.
Oh.
And she did that every single session, Milanos. 3 times. Yeah, she was like almost saying, saying to me, like, would you not try it like Milanos? And it's like, here, listen, I'm not even supposed to be speaking this language, so I'll say whatever the fuck I want, love. Yeah. You know, if I was going around saying like, welcome to Milanos, people, you would hear that with an Irish ear and go, what the fuck is wrong with your man?
Yeah.
I mean, I am from the south side in Cork, which is the poshest side, so I definitely don't want to lean into that. So I'm going to say Milanos.
Yeah.
You know?
And what did you say in the end?
I just kept it with Milanos.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact, it's very funny where you get these little like microaggressions from English people about your accent, but they don't even realise, in their defence, they're taught so little about what happens in Ireland that they don't even realise what they're saying. Like, I'm not offended, obviously, when they say that. It's inconsequential, obviously. But it's funny, like she would, like, each session, the 3 times, she's like, it's mad, you're saying Milanos. It's, you know, we'd say Milanos. And then we'd leave a gap afterwards where I just had to be like, yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy that people say words differently.
Yeah. Very small-minded of her, I think.
They're not. They're lovely
small-minded. Just, what would be the word, I guess?
They're just not educated on like what their country did as the most evil empire that has existed.
Yeah.
Because they're like all over. They've done it all over the world. Mm-hmm. But I'll give it to them. They're great sports when you mock them about it. I always like I've tried not to do it that much anymore. The whole like Irish on the English people when I'm on stage, but like it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because they have like this really
It's overdone and can be seen as hack.
100%. But really, if you need to get them on their side, you just poke fun at them for being English from an Irish perspective, because like it's like a really anxious shame they have. Like, do you know those videos of when online when someone comes into their house and the place is just in rag order, there's shit everywhere, the bin's been overturned, and then the person turns the corner and there's like a Labrador there just like smiling and shaking his tail and is like, what did you do? It's like, that's English people in Ireland. Yes. They have no fucking idea what they did here, but they know they did it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. I always see them as, first of all, I try to, maybe I'm a bit naive in this way, but no matter where people are from, I always believe that like 98% of people are good by nature.
Yeah.
In general, no matter where they're from. Yeah. I just think people are people.
Yeah, 100%.
But to be aware of the history of the country that you're still being ruled by, I guess, is important.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think guilt...
They've got other stuff in their hands, though. You know, they got fucking Tommy Robinson and Farage and all that shit.
But I don't think guilt is any way forward.
No.
To be honest.
No.
I don't think it's the solution.
No.
For anyone.
No,
it doesn't help.
No.
But awareness is good. It's important.
Yeah, especially with how, because like particularly London's quite like a bit of a bubble, like I'd almost say like performatively liberal at times. And it's mad that they have, it's like white English people in London, very liberal and very like, what the social justice warrior is a wrong word, but like they will, like I will have said stuff on stage sometimes. Like I've had a guy, I did a joke about people reading your texts on social, or like on like the tube or like on the train or something. You're so close to each other, it's such a typical thing that people look at your phone. So I had a joke to go like, oh, when people do that to me, I like to fuck with them. So I start typing on my phone, I just can't do this anymore. I think I might end it all right now. As soon as I press detonate. So the whole joke is I'm saying like, I'm about to blow up the tube. And I had a guy in the front row of one club went like, oh, like clutched his chest, and it fucked me up so much. I forgot where I was in the set, and I was like, there's no way you reacted that strongly naturally. He just wanted everyone else to know that he thought that was stepping over the line, like bombs on the tube is like stepping over the line, like
performative.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because then you go outside London and you go into like more working class areas, and stuff that will work in London doesn't work there.
Yeah.
Because they're far more like right leaning,
right,
and like more like, which isn't like, both aren't like good or bad. It's just completely like, it's not that far from London where it's completely different like tastes or ideals.
Well, I find that people who are less in the political bubble tend to be less sensitive. Like, I mean, outside of Dublin, if you go to Laois or somewhere like that, anywhere around Mullingar and these places, if it's funny, they'll laugh. There's no real limit. If it's like dark or whatever you call it, and shit, they won't laugh.
Yeah.
But they won't complain. I mean, people are just... I think maybe in London and Dublin it's kind of the same, where people are more sensitive to political stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
More liberal in cities.
Well, 100%.
Naturally, aren't they?
Yeah, you do tend to be more liberal in cities. But even...
And more sensitive.
100%, because they're like, I think just like liberal people tend to like flock more to like denser populations, and who knows why. But I can't really speak. I haven't gigged in Dublin properly in a while, so I can't really speak to that. And then there are like exceptions to the rule. Like you can get some places in London that are just, there's not an ounce of empathy that you would associate with a left-leaning crowd. Like, you know, like, so like, I know we're taught like, listen, we're just going to talk about stand-up for the rest of this episode, okay? But this is a funny story, right? Yeah. So, you know...
We'll get into the questions after this.
So, you know, like, gong shows are big over in London.
Gong shows, like, so comedian goes out on stage, 3 people in the audience have a paddle. They give you, like, 2 minutes grace, and then once the stand-up goes past 2 minutes, the audience is allowed to raise the thing, and then you get boom, gonged off stage, and you lose.
Yeah.
That's a gong show.
So it's big, and then you can like, that's a way to like ingratiate yourself to bigger clubs. But do you know King Gong?
King Gong
in the Comedy Store.
One of the biggest gong shows.
It's probably the biggest one. It's in the Comedy Store, centre of London.
Yeah.
400 people in there. The last Monday of every month, it's like the Coliseum. People are just baying for blood. And this one, you don't get any grace period. So like people can have gotten gonged off walking up to the microphone. People who've come, like, if you're French walking in there, don't don't mention your French off the bat, because like English people are gonna go fuck you, and you're gone immediately. Like because when I was there, I didn't win it. I got through. Thankfully, they give you a grace period because you're Irish. You kind of got like I was walking up to the microphone and all I could hear in the background was. I was like, no, wait, I'm a paddy. And luckily there was Irish people at the back went, yeah!
Oh, right.
And it gave me, and then I did my jokes and it went well.
Yeah.
But there was a guy who went up, he was like a middle-aged dude. He lasted like 29 seconds, just really kind of hacky, like punching down at women material, like just like shit material. And he got ganged off. And then as the next acts were going on, in the crowd, like what did he say? He had like asthma or something. He mentioned at one stage. So the crowd start going to the MC like, "Bring back the asthma guy! Bring back the asthma guy!" And the MC was like, "Why? I don't understand why you want to bring him back up on stage. He ganged them all. I'm not bringing him back up. Like, forget about it." Next few acts, in between each act, asthma guy, like from all parts of the room, 400 people, asthma guy. And then the MC was like, "I'm really confused by this, but you seem to really, really want the asthma guy to come back up on stage. Is he still here?" And for some reason, he hung around, because when people bomb at a gong, you just leave.
Oh, absolutely.
So he was still there. And then the MC was like, "Okay, well, they want you back up here, asthma guy. So starting from now, you've got 5 minutes," right? Asthma guy just fucking delighted with himself. Like everyone's like chanting his name, walked up to the microphone, grabbed the mic out of the stand, 400 people. Boo!
Wow.
And he was gone again. It was one of the meanest, funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh
just
God.
Like hive cunt mind of 400 people just going, fuck you.
Ruthless people.
Completely ruthless. So that's an example of just something that's like cutthroat and like not liberal or left leaning. But it's a lot of like finance bros that go in.
Yeah.
It's like central London.
Yeah. A lot of ego.
A lot of people just coked out of their minds. Do you know?
Yeah.
And it's a Monday, would you believe?
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
It's on every Monday.
Last Monday of the month.
I hate gong shows.
Yeah, they suck.
Oh my God.
You have to do them in London.
Oh.
You have to do them.
Yeah, well, they can keep them. You can keep them.
Yeah.
You know, I won't be gracing your gong show stage.
Nah, they do suck. And you never feel good even when you do well. You just come away going, that was fucking gross. Like.
Yeah. I just one thing about I've been trying to enunciate a lot better. Like, so as someone who does voiceovers and you do TV work and stuff, did you have to learn how to open your mouth up and to pronounce things properly? And how important do you think that is?
I can open my mouth up. You know, brother. I remember the van back in Edinburgh.
That was a really good question. Why did you have to do that?
Sorry. Yeah, you do. You've like. So I actually. Oh, I'm going to sound like such a fucking wanker dickhead, but like you do like Shakespearean text in drama school. And because like when you like hear Shakespearean text, it kind of it sounds a bit fucking. It doesn't sound like, it sounds like a different language, or it's like hard to understand. So you have to speak it in a way that's so clear that makes people understand what it is that you're saying.
Right.
And that kind of helps, and then projection and all that stuff as well. Like I did a few Shakespeare plays, like I do, but it's kind of like masturbating, you know.
It's more like a Lord Farquaad kind of look about you.
Well, I've completely Lord Farquaad look. Yeah, 100%.
You can play him.
Yeah. I don't think he's in any Shakespearean plays.
But if they brought, like, if they...
That's so funny you call me, like my old doll calls me Lord Farquaad all
Really?
the time. Yeah. And literally, I got this haircut, right, because I've kind of curly hair, and there was a lad, like, it's hard to cut curly hair, apparently. And that's why I have it long, is because I don't like getting my hair cut. Yeah. And I went into a guy in Tooting recently, and I was like, look, I just need this thinned out, man. Can you just do it for me? Like, I always end up looking like I have a choppy bob. And he's like, bro, say no more. It's like, curly hair is my specialty. Cut my hair straight away. I was like, this looks like fucking dog shit. It was one of the worst haircuts I've had in a while. And he was delighted. You know, and they're showing you the back of your head. Yeah. He's like, what do you think about that? And I was like, look, it's more or less the exact same as I get every time. It sucks. Here's 50 quid, lad. Cheers.
Yeah. When I get shown the back of my head, it just looks like Cousin It. You know?
Right.
The Addams Family wig thing that runs around. Yeah.
Is that not a hand?
No,
is there a wig that runs around as well?
Maybe I'm getting mixed up.
I think you just made that up.
Is there not a wig?
I wasn't a big Addams Family guy, to be honest with you.
I was into it.
Yeah?
I look like...
You don't seem to be. You think there's a fucking wig running around the place.
Oh, I think there is one.
It's a severed hand, right? It or thing or yoke or fucking...
Cousin it. Is that not a wig?
Listen, you're the expert here.
We let them debate in the comments about it.
Yeah.
They won't.
Go off in the comments.
Yeah. Well, if they ever were making a real life version of Shrek, or like if they were to unanimate Shrek, he'd be a good man for Lord Farquaad.
I'm quite tall though, because Lord Farquaad's a bit of a small man though, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
Yeah, but apparently my friends say that I have the dimensions, like I'm quite tall, but I have the body dimensions of a little person.
Oh.
Because I'm quite thick and I have a big head, so I'm kind of like, technically like the world's tallest dwarf.
Oh yeah, nice.
Put that in the fucking Guinness World Book of Records.
Brilliant. All right, questions.
Clip it.
Clip that. All right, here we go. These are some questions that I've wrote for you.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can answer them, that's great. If not,
I'll try my best.
So, just a couple of basic ones about London. Which area do you live in? As in, who's the football team?
I believe, I'm not a big football fan. I believe it's Crystal Palace is the closest one. I mean Streatham, like the southern end of Streatham, always close to Tooting, and we'll be close enough then to Crystal Palace Park. I assume it's that one.
Is going by football team generally a common way for Londoners to identify which part of London they're from because it's so big?
I don't know. Everything is usually in comparison to how far away you are from Croydon.
Really?
Yeah, because they all dump on Croydon. Croydon's kind of like, what's like the shittiest part? It's not Ballymun anymore. It's the shittiest part of Dublin that people dump on all the time.
Well, I mean, O'Connell Street is bad now.
But like a neighbourhood. It's not Ballymun anymore.
No.
It would have been Ballymun back in the day. If not Fairview.
They're all gone pretty...
What's the one where your man was found chopped up in a bag? Darndale.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the London equivalent of Darndale.
Right.
So everyone just dumps on Croydon, or even Peckham, because Peckham's like another working class, like I think they refer to as a very stabby area.
Okay.
I like Peckham. It's like it's violently resisting gentrification at the moment, so it's a weird vibe around there. But it's like it.
Instruction for a seagull, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Don't clip it. I find it really hard to make clips on this podcast. Why? No, well, when I have a guest, it's fine.
Yeah.
But then when I'm trying to get clips from my solo episodes, I'm like, oh, this is so cringe. Me picking out the best bit of me.
I know, but you kind of have to. But it's the same.
I wish someone else could do it.
Oh, lad, I mean, the dream is to get to start making enough money from ticket sales and get enough followers where you can just pay someone to do your social media.
I know.
Just doing it yourself.
Self-promotion is so like...
It goes against everything you are as an Irish person to do that, but you have to fucking do it.
I know,
because you either do it or you just get left.
I might say something on my solo episodes or on the guest episodes where I do feel that it's quite insightful or something, or has some sort of meaning, or maybe it's funny. But I always have that hesitation of sharing it because I think it's the Irish thing. Yeah,
you English are like that as well, though. You find that. And I've got a new buddy, an American comic over along, and he's kind of considering doing the social media stuff. And even him, like the Yanks are just like almost obnoxiously positive, and like optimistic. And even he's kind of like, oh God, I don't know, can I do that? Like it's just the cringe factor. But I always kind of say to him, and I think it is true, like you get over that fairly quickly, particularly if you just chuck shit out all the time. There's like none of this matters, like because it doesn't.
Yes. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, it doesn't like.
Gonna be seeing a lot more solo clips now, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves. I guess it's the same thing as the face into the camera stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Putting a clip out of yourself on your own podcast.
But you do that already, like with your clips.
Yeah. I know, it's something to think about. All right, people don't mind. It's always the voice in your own head is always the most critical one.
Yeah.
It's never.
No one cares.
Someone externally.
It's the same as like if anybody has a dream and they think someone else doesn't want, would think worse of you if you were to do it. Just in a very nihilistic but comforting way, nobody gives a fuck about your dreams.
Yes.
Like no one, unless it's you. No one's going to give you no matter what. And it's not even just doing like comedy or whatever. It's whatever it is that you want to do. No one's going to do it for you, and no one gives a fuck whether you do it or you don't. So just do it. Yes. So otherwise you're going to be on your deathbed going, oh fuck, I wish I became a juggler. And I never did it because I thought everyone would think I'm a fucking loser. Yeah. You are a loser if your dream is to be a juggler. But listen, that's none of my business.
No one's ever in the deathbed going, oh, I wish I was in my own head more.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I wish I told myself I was a piece of shit more.
No, I think that is true. I think you're dead right on that. I think that's the reality of it. Yeah. Nobody cares except you.
Yeah. And that's fine.
Right. Yeah, true. All right, a few quick ones about living in England as an Irishman.
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about England? I'm probably a bit too general.
Yeah.
Do you think London is like a separate place to the rest of England?
They'd even say that, and it is. I think it's the same as any capital city in any country. Everyone always dumps on the capital city.
Yeah.
Dublin here, over there, like Edinburgh in Scotland, they dump on that. I don't know about Wales, or nobody knows what they're doing in Wales. Like in England, they dump on London. Paris gets dumped on in France. But like London is almost kind of like, it's just too big. It's gigantic, like it's its own thing. But they would say it as well, where it's just like it's just something.
It's its own economy.
Yeah, or entirely.
Yeah.
So what is it's like 9 million people?
Yeah. To the Welsh viewers and listeners, don't mind them.
Sorry, we love our
Welshman.
Is he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yaki da.
Yaki da.
Yaki da.
What's that? Is that like Welsh?
That's Welsh for like cheers.
Yaki da.
To good health. Yaki da.
Okay.
All right.
What a beautiful language.
Yeah. Do you have a nice da? No, he's yucky.
He's
yucky da.
He's a yucky da.
So yeah, let's bring it back to the question. So what's your favourite thing about as an Irishman living in London / England?
What do I like the most about it? I actually I like how they're polite almost to the point of aggression, which I kind of like, because I think Irish people think we think that we're very, very polite, but the English people, it's almost as if they would self-combust if they weren't as polite as humanly possible to you. But it's also very funny to see, because I think being as polite as they are isn't natural to humans. Because there's I noticed fairly early on, beneath every English person is just this seething rage just bubbling under the surface.
Beneath the politeness.
Yeah. Because they're very polite if they know you, but if you're like walking in the street or you come across them in the tube station, it's just this energy they give off them, which is very funny to watch, because there's a huge contrast between like being as nice as like almost superhuman nice, but then also underneath it just like boiling over with rage. Because it is just an English thing. It's the stiff upper lip, like, isn't it? Just like push all those feelings right down there and let it pop out as cancer here or something. You know.
Yeah.
It's funny to watch, but they're very, very nice. Like I've no like qualms with English people. Like they're very kind people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a bubbling rage.
Yeah, which is, again, funny to observe.
Have you ever seen it leak out? Have you ever seen someone an English person go from extremely polite
me and my girlfriend, when we first moved over, so we're getting the overground to get off at one of the stations. And you all get out, like, with our station, a lot of people would get out, so we were going down, and then we let someone out ahead of us, and she was like overly complimentary. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much, thank you very, very much, thank you so much," and in front of us, and then we were like jammed in, and there was people behind us kind of like pushing forward a bit, and then we kind of tipped your one in front of us, and she turned around and started fucking snapping at us for trying to push her off quickly. She's like, "It's stopping right now, we're all getting off here now, we're getting off now." And we're like, what the fuck?
There's something really funny about that.
Just this explode, like just literally 2 seconds earlier, it was like, I can't believe you let me out here into the aisle. That's so kind. And then just absolute, like at the moment's notice, just fucking snapped.
Yeah.
And like it was such a turn. You're just kind of, we were both just turned to each other like, that is fucking hilarious.
Do you think it was like a falling down moment? Like that movie where Michael Douglas just loses his mind. He jumps out of the car.
I haven't seen it.
Go on, continue what you're saying. Sorry.
Sick reference, bro. Yeah. No, I know it's you do, but I think it's more like of a London thing. Because I noticed recently, it's like living in like a big population, you do tend to start getting a bit annoyed very, very easily.
Right.
Like I find myself, like, you know, like say if you're walking behind someone slow here in Dublin, you might get a little bit agitated. If I'm running for a tube and I'm walking behind someone who's like taking over, you know those people who they're just one person, but they take over collectively about 10 feet either side of them. You can't pass them by. I will be imagining their death if I don't get past them, which is way too like it's way blowing way out of proportion, particularly when tubes come every fucking minute as well. So in my head, I'm like, if I don't get this fucking tube in 20 seconds, I'm going to have to wait another 60 to get this. So get the fuck out of my way, or I am pushing you in front of this tube that's going to get there.
That's just what people are thinking though.
100%. But you got, like, I noticed that about myself recently. I was like, this is psychotic. I need to like pull back, and because I always making a point of being over there of like, say, like, you know, thank the bus driver is a good way of looking at it. We're like, they don't, it's as if the bus driver doesn't exist. But I want to keep that being like, cheers, thank you. Because not a lot of people, and it kind of keeps you, I think, a bit more grounded. But I'll still do that and then imagine murdering someone on the tube because they're walking in front of me. So I was like, okay, I think I need to thank the bus driver into more parts of my life in London.
Yes.
You know?
So they don't thank the bus driver in London?
I'm just using that as like an analogy. Like some people will, but like, you know, that kind of disregarding, because people will come on the tube and they will be begging, like beggars will come on, they'll give a whole spiel, and it's kind of insane. Like there's this, like, sometimes they won't be wearing shoes and they'll give this whole you'll hear them doing it up the tube, the carriage is coming up, and they'll give the spiel, and people are just like looking directly down at their feet while this guy is begging for money. You like it looks fucking insane from the outside, but once you're in it enough, you're kind of like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, this is, I'm going to look at my feet as well. Like, I'm not,
it's just an awkward situation.
It's so awkward because it's so confined as well, but people will just ignore everything else that's going on around them. People will bump into you and pretend like it didn't even happen. So I think, like, I try to be aware of not letting myself become, like, say, like a Londoner. Not because, like, oh, I don't want to be like a Brit or whatever, but like in the sense that you don't want to become a big city cunt. Let's call it
desensitized.
BCC.
Desensitized to emotion. Basically, or to situations.
Yeah, because then I'll be on the fucking train then, and someone will let me out, and then they'll bump into me, and I'll turn around and get him in a chokehold, like, you know, and that'll happen out of nowhere.
I think that's where phones have come in so handy for people in those scenarios, because it's just automatically, anytime, like in a confined situation, say in a lift or on a bus or on a train or whatever, in any scenario that you don't want to be a part of, it's just phone.
Yeah.
Phone is the perfect place to go to get away from it and not look awkward.
But I think that's bad then as well, though.
It is bad.
Like, I try not to do that anymore. You'd be surprised that, because all we're doing with the phone is just running away from any sort of introspective thought.
Yes.
And then if you don't have that, then the demons start creeping up behind you, and you're like, oh fuck, I need to get on my Instagram quick. Chase, like, the Instagram is basically like the modern day Van Helsing, because the demons are just coming into your head, and he just comes in with the crucifix and just chases them away.
Yes. In
the form of, you know, a nice pair of tits.
100%.
You know?
Yeah. Or a few likes.
Yeah.
This is a family show. Oh jeez, I just brought to mind there that them moments of rage that are so funny, in my opinion. Once no one's hurt or it's not violent.
Yeah. My
God, they're so funny. Like, I was doing the Sunday show with Terry O'Neill, Sunday Heroes.
Yeah.
And sometimes we go for a McDonald's after, get a burger and a milkshake or something. And there was, after being a World Cup match on or something, so there was a bit of a queue. it was that counter where you order on the kiosk and they just bring it to the counter. It's not, they don't serve like servers anymore. They just bring the food out. So there was a bit of a wait time, longer than usual. It was taking a while for the food to get made and to get brought out to the counter. Like unusually long. Like it felt like something was going on in the kitchen. It felt like there had been a mix up and things were getting a bit delayed because everybody was waiting. You weren't just getting.
Yeah.
So anyway, this goes on for a while, and myself and Terry are just coming down after performing. You know, it's not a bother on us. You're just grand.
And the only thing worse than eating McDonald's is having to wait a long time to get it.
So
that's crazy.
100%. So anyway, there's this guy standing there, and he's in like a long jacket, I think, and he had long hair. Terry witnessed this better than me. So he's getting. I didn't really notice him getting agitated. But he's standing there and he's very, very quiet. But he doesn't look happy, but not like unusually unhappy. He's just, standing there. And eventually his number gets called out. And this guy marches up with the arms swinging. And he takes the bag. And he goes, anything but fast service. And then,
mic drop.
Fuck. Takes the bag. And he swings the door open and his jacket's blown behind him and he marches up the road, absolutely snapping.
How long before that do you think he was? Did you think he landed on that and went, that's the fucking move?
I don't know.
That's the line.
But it's not, but I think he got mixed up. I think it was an off the cuff remark. Because who has their slow, like, what is fast service? No one says that. They say fast food.
Yeah.
But I think he was like, in the last minute, he was like supposed to say anything but fast food. Yeah. But he was like talking about the service, so he just switched it.
I think he was
trying. It was hilarious.
I'd imagine a line like that. He was like, he landed on it. He goes, "No, fast food is too obvious.
Yeah,
let's switch up food for service.
Yeah,
right?
Anything but fast service."
Nice.
Takes the bat. It was absolutely hilarious.
I love if he walked off delighted with himself and then he opened it up completely wrong.
yeah. Oh, it's gas.
It's actually funny that you mentioned. You just have to spark in my memory about. I was in McDonald's after fucking a gig one night, and there's a McDonald's in by Liverpool Street Station, and there's a guy who serves in there in the counter, and this place would be absolutely packed. There's loads of bars around afterwards, and there'd be anywhere between 30 to 50 people waiting for food, and the guy in the intercom serves it by singing songs. So I think you can cut this out if it doesn't.
No.
He's singing "How to Save a Life" by The Fray. That's him singing. That's not like a recording.
That's the McDonald's worker.
It's the McDonald's worker. 629.
I love that.
Just this really cool black dude, unbelievable voice, and he's giving out people's orders, but just ripping The Fray.
Wow.
Which is not what you think he'd be singing. The Fray.
That's. What a legend. Back to the singing again. I love that.
And that wasn't just once. I've been into that McDonald's about 2 or 3 times, and he'll be in there just ripping The Fray.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah,
where is that McDonald's?
It's connected. It's the McDonald's just outside Liverpool Street train station.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Yeah. That's brilliant.
He's a good lad.
That's so. How has that not gone viral?
I don't know.
What an amazing thing.
I must post it just to see, because I think it's absolutely hilarious.
You know what? Fair play to McDonald's for allowing him to. Freedom of expression to do that.
And there's loads of employees milling around him, and he must have been doing this for so long, because they don't care at all. He's just singing The Fray, just handing, and he's doing his job at the same time. Wow. He's getting the food slung out as fast as humanly possible, while also singing the lyrics, and they're acting as if nothing's happening. Wow. And even some people who were collecting the food, there must be people who go there all the time, because I was the only one looking around going, what is going on? This is crazy.
I'll tell you what, I'm loving it.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Clip it.
Clip that.
Clip it.
Oh. didn't even think about the clip for that. Maybe that is a clip.
Yeah, tag McDonald's as well.
By the way, clipping, people look down on it. It's the way I have to promote the podcast. But you can't go out to say, look, I couldn't be talking to Owen before going, look, we want clips and more clips.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you did say that. You had me in a headlock and you gave me a swirly. And you said, if you don't get me sponsorship from McDonald's, I'm going to shove that shark up your hole. And I said, listen, I'm not going to get you the sponsorship, man. I want that shark up my hole.
Another question. We'll do a couple more.
Yeah.
I want to know about... So, you've lived in London 2.5 years? So,
yeah.
All that time's been in London?
Yeah. Bit back here a little bit, like. But.
I'd like to know about the Irish community in London. How do they socialise, Irish people that are living in London, how do they socialise as in compared to English people?
To be honest, because like I'm in like my mid-30s, so I don't really go out that much anymore. And anyway, I probably would avoid just hanging out with Irish people full stop, because I think particularly the Irish can just, when they go somewhere away from home, they'll all band together.
Yeah.
You're never more Irish than when you move away from Ireland. Like literally when we first moved over, I'd say my old dad would come home and I'd be there just watching another Irish Civil War documentary, which I never would have done at home. Yeah. I just became way more patriotic about everything. And like, I personally think nationalism is a load of bollocks. Like, I don't think it's a good thing. But like, I was like, this fucking rocks. Michael Collins was the dog. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know how they socialize over in London.
We're a cool little country.
Very cool.
We're nice. We have a very good history, like a very interesting history.
It's very cool to be Irish in the UK. Like when you have an Irish accent, people are like, "Fuck, that's sick! Like that's amazing." And it is weird. I've always said I'd love to hear what the Irish accent sounds like, not having grown up here, because you will speak with your accent over there, and people will be like, "Oh, fucking hell." And you know yourself from like, you know, when you're flying up in Edinburgh, just being Irish will get people into your show.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they will be like, oh my God, you're Irish. That's amazing. You're like, is it? It's like, if it was so amazing, there wouldn't be more of us living outside of the country than inside it.
Yeah.
And I love Ireland, obviously, like, but...
If being Irish is so amazing, why do I hate myself?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like me, because I want to kill myself.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about us, though, where we have a natural, humble nature, most of us.
But almost too much.
Yeah, too much.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Where it's again going back to the performative thing. I think it's almost painful for us to talk ourselves up, which before Conor McGregor became whatever the fuck Conor McGregor is now, it was really cool to see like an Irish person speak about themselves really highly. Yeah. Now, obviously, he went on and he did a couple of things that, you know, weren't so great. And he's just I say if it started raining, he'd dissolve. He's taken so much drugs.
Yeah, that loss against Poirier was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not any of the court cases. Those were great. I mean, that's the only thing he's undefeated in, his court cases.
Remember he broke his poor leg as well.
Yeah, the poor crater.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there is maybe like a bit too much of a performance of like talking ourselves down, which is why it is weird then when you're over in the UK and if you're found out to be Irish by people, they're like, that's fucking sick, and you're like, I guess, I suppose it is a bit of a superpower over there because you get away with a lot more and you're just seen as charming. But you know, when they talk about like, I love the Irish accent, and then in your head you're like, have you ever heard somebody from Leitrim? It's like, what are you talking about? Like, some Irish accents are fucking rough. Like, sorry to anybody from Leitrim.
Yeah, it's been catching strays lately, Leitrim. I got mentioned in the last episode as well.
Did it?
A couple of episodes ago, yeah.
It looks like I've seen it's popped up on my like feed, like the countryside there. It looks amazing, but like, my God, the accent.
It's crazy.
Tough going. They all sound. I didn't realize they all sound like Garnoon because it's close to North Mayo, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think so.
And Garnoon's going to catch some strays now here as well. But he's but I just think the accent. When I first heard Garnoon speaking, I was like, this is fake. Like, nobody speaks like that. But then you hear people from Leitrim, you're like, oh, wow, this is an actual accent. I had no idea. Like,
with regards to the humble thing, I've had it a few times lately where I might have done a gig or something, and I kind of knew this was coming, and I felt it a bit myself when I renamed this podcast the Dan Stevens Show.
Yeah.
I was like, that's very American of me to do that.
From what Dan Stevens Show? Just put a
thought. No, it was the Truth Is In There podcast.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Was, yes.
Yeah, I used to go through my Google searches and tell stories.
Is that when you used to speak to a crocodile?
Oh, I tried that out, yeah.
Yeah, but that was the Truth Is In There.
Yeah, that was towards the tail end of it. And when I started getting guests on, it started moving away from the original concept, which was me going through my... And I was like, no, I need to just open it all up here to anything.
But it's so much better to put your name on the branding anyway.
Yeah. But when you're not famous and when you're only a year and a bit into comedy and people don't know you, it's a off-putting move. I don't care what anyone says, and you can say different, but if I saw someone else doing it, I'd be like, who do they think they are calling their show after themselves?
I know, but you have to get rid of that.
I know, but even the other night, someone asked me what the name of my podcast was, right? I says the Dan Stevens Show, and he goes, "Oh, so you're humble as well." I was
He's
like,
an
"There
Irish
we go."
guy, right?
Yeah.
I
was like, "There we go."
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
And that one person who said it, there's hundreds of people that listen and watch this show.
Yeah.
None of them are saying it.
Yeah.
But you focus on the one person that says something like that, and then that becomes the thought.
Yeah.
Because it's like the automatic sort of negative switch that we go into, and
100%. But
it
that
suits the narrative of what we're supposed to think about ourselves.
But if you say that to other people, you're saying way worse to yourself.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that guy, and I don't want to obviously a lot of Irish people have that way of thinking, but I think then as a result we all do talk, like I've talked myself ridiculously bad, which I don't want to do because it's so harmful, and then you're just a miserable cunt.
I know.
And you're like, well, at least I'm humble. Yeah, but like you're fucking so sad as well at the same time.
Yeah.
So do you know what, actually, fuck that guy.
And it was always I was thinking about it earlier, it was always the ones that were outgoing and that were funny. They were the ones that got the girls.
Yeah.
They're popular with the ladies, and they'd be the most popular people.
Because you're confident in yourself.
Yeah, it was, but that was when we were young.
Yeah.
So we didn't know. It wasn't really because we hadn't, maybe because our brains hadn't fully developed at that stage. We didn't know about this thing.
Yeah.
That at that time it was just
Yeah.
He's a mad thing. He's great. But then as you get older, you almost become more bitter within yourself.
If you keep that mind,
I'm trying to say
if you keep that mindset,
yeah. But we were free of it when we were younger.
Yeah.
It was like, he's a mad thing. Look at him. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's the most popular guy in the pub.
Yeah. But there's a comfort in being a miserable bollocks.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it's quite, if you're confident and you're backing yourself, you're putting yourself, it's quite vulnerable.
Yeah.
If you put yourself out there, because then you're setting yourself up for failure. But then if you're just kind of like, listen, that guy's a piece of shit. That guy's a piece of shit. And I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you're already at rock bottom. Like, there's nowhere else to go.
All we need to figure out now is who's the funniest piece of shit.
Yeah. And
there's so much, like the Royal Family, for example. Jim Royal, it's like a TV show. The guy on his couch, Ricky Tomlinson.
Oh yeah. Oh, that show used to depress the life and soul out of me. Did you?
My whole family loves it. They're
the look
so
of
miserable.
It. Yeah.
I love
They're all in bed the whole time. Oh, rotten.
Yeah, they're smoking cigarettes together and eating
gross.
biscuits and tea.
So gross.
I loved it. Me and my family sitting there, it was like a mirror.
You all in bed, the whole lot in bed smoking fags.
But no, I think it's very interesting that confidence thing and the way that we view ourselves. It's just I think of the amount of talent that's probably been wasted, or the amount of things or people that we would have missed out on in the public sphere or in comedy or whatever because of that lack of belief,
Yeah, but then to caveat all that as well, I think it's important to tell yourself that you're shit within reason. Because untethered confidence, you're just a sociopath.
Yeah.
And then you don't criticize yourself. This is going for anything, not just like comedy. It's like you have to have, it's like an unreasonable amount of delusion, but a reasonable amount of doubt as well. Where you're just kind of like, say if you're doing something where there's like a low hit rate of success, like becoming a performer, like the arts or whatever. and it's very hard to get to a position where you make a living from that. The odds are stacked against you, so you have to be like, I fucking rock.
Yeah,
this is like, I deserve to be at the top. But if you don't have a voice that also says, hey, you fucking suck as well, you're not going to get anywhere. So it's like striking the balance between the two of them. And I think usually as like Irish people, the you suck voice does tend to come in a bit more, and then you can just spiral. Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
And I often think, who are we 4 years into comedy? You know, we're doing it, but I think we do have a certain right to talk about this stuff, and because we face failure all the time. Put ourselves in the face of rejection.
Yeah.
Every time we can. We actually try to do it as much as we can.
Well, it helps.
So I think we might not know much about other stuff in life, but I think when it comes to taking knocks and taking failure and how it manifests in your head, I think we can speak pretty accurately on that.
We're definitely experts in failure.
Yeah.
So we can put that on the CV.
So I think we can, you know.
Yeah.
100%. I don't think we should feel guilty or bad talking about that.
Talking about how shit we are.
Yeah.
We fucking know all about that.
But you know what?
Give me some fucking knuckles.
Sometimes we have our little wins, don't we?
Yeah, sometimes.
You know,
few and far in between. And because the bad times are so bad, you actually forget about the good times.
It just becomes relative.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then every once in a few months you go, what am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
Exactly.
And then you just keep doing it.
Yeah. All right, let's get a couple more questions in here. Such an interesting chat. I really enjoyed it. Who would have known we were going to go where we went? Do you ever get any abuse for being Irish in London?
No.
Any isolated incidents?
No, other than just the kind of the microaggressions you get against you. I found myself getting quite frustrated with how little they know about what happens in Ireland. And I think that was more to do with me, because then, you know, when you first move over as an Irish comedian, you do a lot of like, Irish people are like this, English people are like this, which is hack when you look at it. But then some of the stuff wouldn't work because they just would not understand the reference.
Oh, right.
And I even had one guy, an MC, who put me up afterwards, a lovely fella, and he was like, why do the Irish hate the English so much? And he had like no concept of why. And I was just like, I don't even know where to start here, man.
So you'd say it's a bit of ignorance about the history of the country.
Yeah, but then it's not their fault either, because they're not taught it.
Yeah.
But like, even stuff that you wouldn't believe, that you'd think would come from like an American. Like, one of my friends is married to a guy from England who's lived over here 10 years, whatever. He's essentially Irish now, but one of his buddies is kind of like, he'd be like a posh English person. And where are they from? Like Oxford or something like that. And he didn't have a concept geographically of where Ireland was.
Right.
He did not know where it was. He had a general knowledge. He was like, it's close to the UK.
That's bad.
But he did not know where it was. You're like, how? No, there's no way.
Yeah, that's
you have to know where it is. Like, so I suppose he didn't have any bad experiences about being Irish. See, the thing is, you don't really get that because they love the Irish. They love the accent. They love the art that comes out of there. And particularly, like, say, like where I was at Kneecap in Crystal Palace a weekend or so ago. And it's like a lot of Irish people there, obviously, but like a fuck ton of English people there as well who love it, because they love any criticism against the English establishment. Like, they all hate Keir Starmer.
Right.
Like, they've had... What was the number? Is it like in the last 7 years they've had 8 prime ministers or something? That's a whole term for one.
Yeah.
So they just hate their own government.
Yeah.
So like anybody, I think they, particularly the left-leaning English people, because Irish people poke at the government so much. You know, Macara had that terrorism case brought against him. Keir Starmer has some choice words about him. So then they start speaking out against Keir Starmer, and they're all like, yes, brother.
Right.
It's just like, all right.
So it's probably more supportive than
100%,
getting any Paddy or Mick or anything
definitely
like that.
None of that.
None of that.
Zero.
Oh, interesting. All right. We'll finish on this.
Yeah.
I like how you, both on stage in general and from getting to know you in Edinburgh, I like how you express yourself. And I found this in myself as well, and I don't want to, it's like I don't let it out in public. But I think I'm slightly gay.
Yeah.
As in...
It's being generous, but...
If... No, I mean... right, so the idea is that I think there should be an LBG. This sounds like a fucking... Like I'm trying out a comedy thing here.
Sure, yeah.
But I thought about this deeply this morning.
Yeah.
So if you're...
I think two lads who look like us as well talking about LGBTQ as well.
Yeah.
We're treading on ice and it's hot outside.
This is LBG.
Okay, LBG.
A little bit gay.
Little bit gay.
So, because I love the Village People.
Yeah.
I love Queen.
Yeah.
I get envious when I look into gay bars.
Yeah.
At the fun that they're having and the deep conversations they're having and just the general vibe and the music. I think gay music.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Yeah. It was.
I mean, George Michael had some absolute bangers.
Unbelievable.
Then you had Freddie Mercury, who was gay, lead singer, Queen. There's just so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dan Stevens.
Yeah. Exactly. No. I'm not gay. I'm bleeding in this podcast. Maybe you'll call me that again. But I think there's
yeah.
It goes back to I went to a school in a working class area, very much so, and it was hardness was currency.
Yeah.
Sorry, that sounds wrong, but toughness, sorry.
You were in a gay school, so
toughness was like, he's the best because he's tough.
Yeah.
But then I started to notice in my social life growing up, and this is maybe something that men do subconsciously, or adolescents, or lads who are 18 or 19 or 20 or whatever, or at least did back then.
Yeah.
But I noticed that the lads who would be on the dance floor and who'd be expressing themselves a bit more and being that bit more outgoing and what would be considered to be feminine behaviour would connect with women way more and would be way more successful in dating. Yeah. Which actually makes it less gay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think I've missed, like, for instance, if I'm asked to dance for some reason, I just cannot do it. For some reason.
No. Same.
You know.
But if you think about it, there's nothing...
Well, I admire it and I'd love to be able to.
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't have it in me.
It's hard. I mean, actually dancing is difficult. But, like, if you think about it, the reason why women respond to that is because, like, say, like, a typically feminine quality in a man is because it's something you can relate to. Like, a woman can relate to a feminine side of a man and go, oh, I can relate to this. Like, he's comfortable. There's nothing gayer than trying... The groove out the back.
The curdles.
But there's nothing gayer than trying to be as manly as humanly possible. Because all you're going to do is attract other men.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's the environment of a boys' secondary school.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are homophobic and you're trying to be as manly as humanly possible, you're actually being as gay as you can. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, because you're getting further away from women.
Yeah, you're like you're telegraphing to women, you and I have nothing in common. We're never going to get along. I just want to be around lads.
Yes.
Lads. I'm a big strong lad. I'm around other big strong lads. Let's be lads together. Yeah. Like so when I was 16, like I wanted to do like acting since I was like a child. And as a bit of a fuck you, when I was 16, my parents put me into musical theatre, right? And at the same time, I was playing rugby. And the lads...
Some contrast there.
Oh, man. But like the lads in rugby, lads, were doing far gayer stuff than the actual gay guy. I was like the only straight guy in musical theatre in those classes. The lads doing rugby were doing way gayer stuff than the actual gay lads in musical theatre. I watched another fella play one of our other teammates' dick and balls like it was a guitar. Like the shaft was the neck of the guitar and his balls was the body of it, the face.
So it was erect?
No, it wasn't erect. It was a flaccid, largely endowed man. Right. But he was behind him playing his dick and balls like it was a guitar. Yeah. And I didn't see anywhere. The gayest thing that happened in musical theatre was singing Defying Gravity. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is in the LBG community, the little bit gay community. Yeah. I think it's really healthy to be a little bit gay.
100%.
And I think you've just proved it there.
Yeah.
The closer you are as a man, I think... Well, I'm just talking about specifically in interaction with women.
Yeah.
Or in a social scenario, or in a scenario where you're trying to... If you're single and you're trying to get a girlfriend or whatever, or get married or find a woman or whatever, that the closer you are to that line, between gay and straight.
Yeah.
Probably the better chance you have of finding a
100% sure.
Partner.
Didn't David Bowie absolutely run
David
through
Bowie,
the whip?
perfect example.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah, Harry
example.
Styles.
Harry Styles.
He's the heartthrob of the universe at the moment.
Yeah.
And is there any kind of like manly men in the zeitgeist at the moment that would be considered definitely not more than
Tom
Harry
Hardy.
Styles? But he's like genuinely bisexual.
Is he?
I think so, yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's just something that I've been thinking about lately. That I'd like to be more expressive, and I'm trying to just.
So you're saying you wouldn't go into the George, but you'd have a pint in the smoking room with the George?
Yeah.
Yeah. You still go into the George. It's good fun.
They don't let me in. I get refused.
Really?
I got refused. I tried to go in.
You look like you'd be absolute catnip to them in there. Big bear like you.
I tell you. I remember
Maybe that's the problem. They're like, buddy, you're going to be eaten alive if you walk inside this place.
We're refusing you for your own sake.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's them.
Yeah. Which is a weirdly homophobic thing to say for those bouncers.
yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know what the name of. I don't know what. It's been in touch with your feminine side, I guess, and it's just. It's.
Yeah.
I'm not. I notice in the way you express yourself that there's a bit of that.
A bit gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But sure, like I said, I did musical theatre for like 3 years. I didn't really like it, but I didn't have a problem with it. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the dancing part, I was like, I fucking can't do this. Like, but like actor, I've put on makeup for performances, like dressed up, like I've no issue. I've kissed men.
What?
On stage.
Oh.
I've kissed men off stage as well, like, but
Have you?
just for the crack, and I'm absolutely off my head. No tongues now, come on.
Like in the rugby days, was it?
LBT.
Okay.
No tongues.
LBG.
LBG. What's LBT?
Well,
Little bisexual tendencies.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I think if that's the women going. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come a bit closer.
Yeah.
Oh, we like him.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
He's sensitive.
Yeah, he's a little.
So I'd like to. Maybe there should be a school for that where.
Where could you start to be a little bit to be an LGT? Okay.
Little bit
Where
gay.
could you start? Do you think? What's a little baby step for you? Because you present as American trucker, right? Which would be like a bastion of masculinity. Where could you start? Would you wear like a color? Would you wear a pink shirt? Pink shirt, is that a bit obvious?
I wore one before.
You have one before?
Years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've already dipped the toe in. What's the step further you could take? What's a little bit close? Let's not call it gay. Let's call it like your feminine side. What's the step towards your feminine side that you could take? That you got the hair. Maybe you're closer to your feminine side than you were aware. You want to curl up?
Curl that?
Would you curl up the?
No, because that's still just. I don't know. I don't think that's a brave enough step.
I wonder.
What do you think? Denim shorts?
A deep V t-shirt. What do you think about that? Are you a hairy gent?
No.
Are you deceptively unhairy? Yeah,
Unhairy.
okay, yeah,
Deceptively
interesting.
Not very hairy.
I think you could pull off the deep V.
I don't like my tits.
You don't have to like them. Somebody else will. They're not for you.
But I have.
Don't be greedy.
I have had gay nights out in the
Okay.
past through a friend.
Yeah.
A friend had a gay friend, and we went. It was one of the best.
There's
nights
so
I
much
ever
crack.
had.
There's
It's-
so much more fun.
Yeah, I'm jealous of it.
Yeah, gay guys have the most fun out of any contingency of people. Way more fun.
Yeah,
We're missing out.
I think we definitely are.
Yeah.
You've had as you call her, your old doll now for
Yeah. 9 years.
9 years.
We're getting married in October.
Are you?
Finally popped the question
Good man.
last September.
Very good.
Took a while.
How
but,
did you go about that now? Before we finish up here.
So I did it down in Kerry. She has a legitimate phobia of jewelry. Like, she doesn't wear necklaces, rings, bracelets, earrings. She's none of them. She hates them. And the only
I think there's another word for them.
what?
Cheapskates.
Yeah. But no, it fucking works out perfect for me. I don't have to buy anything.
Sorry, I interrupted.
So
you
she wouldn't have taken a ring. So
wow.
she loves Haribo jellies, right? And I thought, this will be kind of cute. Do you know the rings they have in that? Like, I popped the question with that ring. So I was like, this is the only ring that you will take off me. So I thought, this is adorable. And I've gotten nothing but abuse for the thing. So, there you go.
Sorry.
I've gotten, like, nothing but abuse. My grandmother, like, is genuinely pissed off at me because I haven't gotten her a ring.
But she has a phobia.
I know, but I can't tell her this because my grandmother is absolute, like, she's blinged out. Like, she might as well be wearing knuckle dusters worth of diamonds. Right. But she was just like, it's like, have you gotten her a ring now at this stage? I was like, she doesn't like rings. Wow. And I haven't gotten her. I was like, well, you're not engaged though. And like, she's deadly serious.
Where did you do it?
Cahersiveen outside in South Kerry.
So everything else was perfect.
Oh man, literally,
you was made a real effort.
For sure, we went on a hike. It was picturesque and all that stuff. It was perfect. But then the ring, and she loved the ring. It was great. But then everybody else is just like, what the fuck? I think everybody in their head is like, this cheap fucking motherfucker. Like, he's like,
does she still have it?
She fucking threw it away. Like, we're not sentimental people in that way. So we're just like, what? Because it was on her hand, like, she was sweating a bit. She's like, do you mind if I take this off?
You'd have to do the wedding then by the sell-by date, wouldn't you?
yeah.
That's how that works.
But there's a lot of sugar. We just stuff ourselves with sugar because that, like, tends to, like, hold stuff for a good bit longer.
Yeah, no, that's great. So where's the wedding gonna be on?
Westmeath, strangely.
Oh.
Yeah. There's, like, this old barn there. It's a village barn in Tyrrell's Pass. It's just
on the way to Galway.
Little street town. They have, like, this thing. It's like a purpose-made, like, alternative venue barn that we're going to be doing it in there. It's like 100 people in October. So hopefully, but I hear there's this weather thing coming up from Australia called El Nino this year, which is naturally occurring. So we might have absurdly high temperatures in October.
Okay.
Compounded with global warming. Which isn't great for the world, but for our wedding, it probably will be great because it is an October wedding.
Bring it on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy for
sunshine in October.
For one weekend, I'm very, very grateful for global warming.
People can get a week off for their seasonal depression.
100%.
Of their seasonal depression. All right. Well, I think we'll leave it there now.
Jeez, we did. How long did we do?
We did, I think, about an hour and a half.
Oh my good God!
But enjoyed every minute of it.
Absolutely.
It was great crack.
Yeah. Got
to ask all the questions, I think.
Absolutely. Cut out the first 10 minutes. I think I was clammed up a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, like, I just don't do you do podcasts all the time. Yeah, well, no, you can keep it in if you want. I don't mind, but I'm probably quite bored. Maybe all of it is quite boring.
I don't think so. I think the listeners feel what you're feeling.
Okay.
I found that anyway.
Well, I'm feeling my balls right now. So
trust the listeners and the viewers.
All right.
I think they'll be very appreciative to have got you on.
I just realised I was doing that thing we were talking about with Irish people. Just like, I don't know, this is shite. This is terrible. It's awful.
Oh, sure. I always think that as well.
Yeah.
I've recorded solo episodes 6 times.
What?
Yeah.
You do the full hour?
No, I do like 20 minutes or half an hour. But I'll just be like, I fucking idiot, you.
Fuck.
And then I'll listen back to it as I go to sleep.
What? Yeah. That is hell.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I just want to. Going
to bed. You have nightmares about you just doing. I want to
recreate what it's going to be like that the sound is good.
Okay.
All that stuff.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I think that sometimes, like, I'll always somehow doing the solo episodes, I'll always somehow find that I have something that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about it right because you only get one shot.
Yeah.
You can't do another episode on it.
No.
So I always want to make it as that I'm expressing myself as best I can and just give the best listener experience.
But you must be getting better. You've been doing it 3 years, like with solo. You must be getting better at the solo pass now.
Tell the bleeding stat. No, I think I don't know if I am. It's very hard. It's like with the stand-up comedy, it's instant feedback. It's ha 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 or nothing.
Yeah.
With this, it's like the numbers are growing though. Yeah, I think it's up like. It's probably, I think I'm about, so I wanted, this is a bit of inside information for the listeners and viewers, but I think at the start of the year, I was hoping to get, on average, like 10 plays a day of the podcast.
Oh.
And that's not of each episode, that's just in general.
Yeah.
And I think over the past 90 days, it's been about 40.
Sick.
So it's gone 4 times better than I hoped it would. And I'll keep going, and hopefully people have enjoyed this and are enjoying the podcast in general.
Unbelievable.
Follow on Spotify if you haven't yet, and rate 5 stars. That would be great if you've enjoyed this. On YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Send this episode to a friend who you think might enjoy it. Eoghan Collins.
Dan Stevens.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Do give me a follow, please. I want to eventually monetize this career. Please.
Yes. That's what we're all trying to do, isn't it?
I don't want to get a real job. I can't do a real job.
But it's for the love of the game.
Absolutely.
Because we love doing it so much, and it gets so bloody. We're obsessed.
Yeah.
And we want to bring joy to people.
100%. And I want to justify the fact that every other part of my life has fallen to the wayside by going well, look, at least this worked out.
Yeah. And your song that you did again will be kicking in here at the end.
Amazing.
So thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
For me and for the show. Really appreciate it. People love it. So well done on that.
Fucking want to.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
Cheers, Dan.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's been great. Enjoyed it. Owen, thank you. And see you on the next one. Good luck. All the best. None of that on here. My granddad was a Welshman.